Hello YouTube, welcome back to a brand new video presented by Red Pilled American, and here I am to present you the latest news in regards to, well, someone had planned to try and assassinate President Trump again. So yes, his life was in danger. Thankfully, no, he was not in danger in the sense that anyone got close to him, but there was definitely a plan to try and to harm him. So I just read this article from the New York Post reporting that a Wisconsin teen named Nikita Kasep, which is age 17, again, took place in Wisconsin, killed his parents so he could use their money to assassinate Trump. Feds say. It says that this is a little bit graphic, but they said that the bodies he hid under the blankets for weeks. So that he hid them, and they were that this is. It says that a teen allegedly written by the teen and reviewed by the FBI called for the assassination. So he wanted to assassinate President Trump. It reports that a teen had an admiration for Adolf Hitler and was inspired by neo-Nazism. He was in touch with other parties about his plan to kill president, overthrow the government. So he wanted to stage an insurrection. He wanted to commit an insurrection, and he was going to use a weapon of mass destruction to commit an attack. So you're talking about literal terrorism. And authorities also uncovered the material on the teen's phone related to an Order of Nine Angels, which is a network of individuals holding a neo-Nazi, racially motivated extremist views. It's also reported that he's also facing charges for theft of property over $10,000 for misappropriating ID to obtain the money. Investigators are also pursuing federal charges, including conspiracy, the presidential assassination, and use of weapons of mass destruction. This took place in Waukesha, Wisconsin, which is a suburb of the Milwaukee, kind of an exurban area of the Milwaukee area. Sheesh. So they did find the bodies of his parents. This is just insane, people. This is insane. This is, regardless of what side you're on the aisle, there's some real extremists in this country that want to hurt President Trump. It's just ludicrous. There's also this other article I read, and it was done by the Federalist.com, and they did a survey, and it reports here that 55% of self-identified leftists say killing President Trump is justifiable. It says exactly. It says right here, the more troubling trend is the rise of violent rhetoric isn't just coming from the left, but it's being normalized by the left. The left think it's so fine to go and harm your political opposition that you don't like. It says, the article repeats that the unhinged left, fueled by Trump derangement syndrome and Seething hatred for Musk is trending more violent, according to new study that finds patterns of political violence towards Trump and billionaire advisor is becoming increasingly normalized. Which is being normalized. Less than a year after the assassination attempts on President Trump, literally explosive violence against Elon Musk's car and Tesla electric cars, and also they're seeing people's vehicles being destroyed, and just because they happen to have a Tesla. This is I mean, think about it. This is the same group that think Luigi Mangione, he's the guy that assassinated or killed that that United Healthcare CEO in New York. These are the same people saying that was justified, and now they're taking it further. Now it's okay to try to harm the current president and their opposition. But yeah, this is just insane, people. This is when is it going to stop? When are we going to stand up and say enough's enough? When are people going to call out obvious evil? And for Christians, not calling anyone out specifically, but church needs to stand up and call out this clear wickedness. There's a lot of, and I call out because there's a lot of people who are silent, who don't want to call out the obvious. And I believe it starts with the church. The church, we need the church back, controlling the society, basically the moral influence. We've lost all moral influence in this country, to where it's gone to a point where now it's okay to go assassinate opposition leaders. And now you have this in Wisconsin, where this guy wanted to take out President Trump. The thing is, they call Nazism far right, and it isn't. Historically, it's not. It's leftism. It's really National Socialism. It's nothing different. Anyway, we have to pray for Trump. We have to really pray for Trump, Musk, J.D. Vance, because I believe his life's still in danger. Every day it's a risk. Every day he goes outside, he's at risk of being harmed because of these deranged leftists. And if 55% say it's justified, that means you probably know somebody or know of somebody, or at least minorly acquainted with someone that probably thinks it's justified. Think about that. It's a scary thought. We don't really talk about politics very much, really. We usually try to avoid it in social settings and place and stuff like that. But could you imagine sitting next to someone, no matter where it's at, and thinking that person could be a liberal, and they may somehow think that harming President Trump is okay? Now, that's just a poll. That could be inaccurate, and maybe it's a little off, but still, I believe it. Because I've seen the evidence. I see how they behave. They're attacking people on campuses. They're destroying people's property. Anyway, so going back to the main guy, this teen that killed his parents and tried to harm Trump here in Wisconsin. They need to throw the book at him. This is uncalled for, and we need to stand up against this madness. The media's radicalizing people. And honestly, that's the goal, to radicalize both sides. Anyway, that's all I have today. Wanted to update you on that. I believe that was important. People need to know. But for those who believe in power of prayer, pray. Pray for a revival. Pray for repentance in this country. We need it. I believe God allowed Trump second term as an act of mercy. I believe it was an act of mercy on this nation. But if we don't see a revival soon, and we don't really see this keeps going on, the coldness of hearts continue to grow, I could see a real bad leader taking over next term if things don't change. Now, the Bible warns us about, the rumors of war, how things are going to be real bad at the sign of the times. Brother will turn against brother, hearts will go cold. But he is with us. Those who stick firm till the end will be saved. So that's all I have for now. Anyway, let me know what you all think, if you have anything to say on this. But if you like this channel, please subscribe, hit the bell for notification. Red Pilled American, out.